And good evening, everybody. It's 7:16 on Tuesday evening, and election results are in from both Thorsby and Jemison. I'm Jason Green, along with Piper Peach Media political analyst Aaron Ellison, here for about the next 15 minutes, maybe a half hour, just to be determined by who we can get on the phone and get to call in. We know that Baden Little has some calls out to the winner of tonight's election. I guess we need to get to the big one right off the bat and stop making people wait. Aaron?
Well, the big race here in the county tonight, of course, the office up for grabs is the mayor of the city of Jemison. There was a runoff today between candidates Rex Biddle and Jonathan Varden, and the results have just come in here at Piper Peach. And the winner of the runoff election for the mayor of the city of Jemison is Mr. Jonathan Varden, sitting with 304 votes. He tops Rex Biddle, who brought in 265 votes this evening.
39 votes separating them. We were talking a little earlier, and my gut was that 50 votes or less would separate the two, and they come in at 39. A big congratulations to Jonathan Varden tonight, and our well wishes go out to he and his bride Jada and their children Bryson and Bentley.
So that marks a transition for the city of Jemison. I know our viewers, our listeners have heard us talk about this back in the general election there for the city, that this was going to be the first change in leadership for the city of Jemison in over 2 decades. So it's going to be a big change there. There was also a runoff in one of the council races there for the city of Jemison also, between Mr. James Adams and Miss Nalara Northcutt Holcomb. Mr. James Adams will fill that council seat, taking home 59 votes to Nalara Holcomb's 44 votes. And I believe Mr. Baden is letting us know that we do have someone on the line.
We will have Jonathan Varden here in just a moment. But let's give the Thorsby Council runoff. Trent Ray wins the Thorsby Council runoff with Vicki Woodley Payton, 79 votes to 42 votes. And I believe right now we do have Baden. Do we have Jonathan Varden on the line? We do. While we get this set up, we're going to take a quick break, even though Baden has already told us there would be no breaks tonight. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have the first interview with new Jemison Mayor Jonathan Varden. Back in a moment.
Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
And welcome back to the Piper Peach Media's election coverage. A brand new mayor for the city of Jemison, and that's Jonathan Varden. Jonathan joins us courtesy of the phone. Congratulations, Jonathan.
Thank you very much.
And what's it feel like knowing that you had a tough runoff election, but you come out on top?
Well, a little bit of relief, excitement, nerves has been shot all day. I want to thank everybody for coming back out. I think that's kind of an unusual turnout for a runoff. I'm just happy to see the people of Jemison show back up and voted today.
So a total of 569 votes were cast today. And notoriously, runoff votes are really low. But I want to say your 304 total was pretty close to what you had during the previous election.
Very close. I think within 10 votes of where I was the first time.
So now you have to look ahead. What's the primary goal right off the bat for you stepping into the office?
Well, I know there's some people that are looking to retire, and it's going to be hard to fill some shoes there. But I think just getting the right people in the right places right now is going to be the first goal.
Absolutely, Jonathan. And then we just talked about this just a while ago before you joined us. Another thing that we know that you'll be, facing coming into office is you're the first change in leadership in over 2 decades. So just walk us through a little bit, kind of what your day one kind of initiatives is as you step into that office come the 1st of November and take the helm there. Kind of what some of your just primary initiatives that you want to jump on right away.
Well, I mean, this is big shoes to fill. Mr. Reed's been there 20 years. I'm looking forward to sitting down with the people who are already in place, and I know several are ready to retire, and I've got to look at replacing those jobs. I'm looking for some growth in the city. We've got to bring some more revenue in so we can grow our downtown area and do some upgrades to our infrastructure. There's a lot of obstacles ahead, but I think we got a good council together now. I believe we can work this out.
Absolutely.
From a revenue standpoint, Jonathan, where do you believe what area of the city of Jemison really maybe needs more attention than it's had in the past?
Well, I'm looking to bring the revenue in at the interstate. And I'd like to put our money back into our downtown area with the revenue we can pull in off the interstate with our infrastructure, our roads, upgrading some of the downtown areas. I look forward to working on those things.
So you told us just a moment ago before we came back on the air that you are at home with a group of friends celebrating tonight. What was it like when you heard that first news that you had won this?
Well, it was hard not to shed a few tears there. Excited. Everybody here is excited for me. It's been a long road and worked hard for this. Been a lot of people behind me through all this. One lady in particular that a lot of people don't know have helped me out through this, Miss Carol Easterlin. And I'd like if y'all would, everybody would say a prayer for her. I know she's really sick right now. Could use them.
Very sick lady. I actually got a report on her earlier today, and love Miss Carol, and our prayers are with her, certainly. What's been the response from your family on the win?
Well, they're still jumping right now. I can hear them inside. They're all celebrating.
We know your son got to do something pretty special today, Jonathan. Tell us a little bit about it.
He did. He turned 18 10 days ago. We registered him 3 weeks ago, and he got to go in and vote with me today for the first time, and that was a special moment for us.
Did he vote for his dad?
Well, I'm pretty sure he did. I think I turned him right at the last minute.
Well, Jonathan, I know from running campaigns myself in the past, it is a humbling experience to know that your peers and your community place that kind of trust in you, and they've showed that today by showing up in, as we said just a moment ago, for a runoff election, a very, very large number there, and have placed that trust in you, and I have no doubts that you'll do great in that, and just from myself to you, if there's ever anything I can do for you, please let me know. We're here to help you in any way we can, and help you move the city of Jemison forward.
Yes, sir. I thank you. And I want to thank Mr. Reed for all his years of service in the city council. Mr. Biddle, I hope they continue to be involved with our city because it takes us all to grow. And I just want them to know that I appreciate all their years of service.
That's an interesting direction, because I was going to ask you, with so many candidates on the ballot during the election before it goes to the runoff, do you reach out to them and maybe talk to them about some of the things that were important in their campaign and maybe figure out how to bring them on board, pushing the city forward?
Absolutely. I think all of the candidates had some very good things they were looking to do. I mean, I'm not sure how many of the things, including some of the things we can get done that I won't, but I'd love to work with them to try to make it all happen.
That's what it takes, especially in the climate we're in. It takes collaboration and everybody working together for the common goal. And we know that common goal, like I said, is moving the city of Jemison forward to new and to greater heights. So we
Yes,
look
sir.
very forward to seeing what you're able to accomplish in your upcoming administration, Jonathan. And congratulations to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Well, I'll say this on behalf of your church family. I know there's a lot of people there that go to church with you that's awfully happy for you tonight and celebrate alongside you, even though most of them where we are can't vote for you, including myself. I would have if I could have, but we thank you for being what you mean to the church, but we're thankful that you are having this opportunity now to serve the city of Jemison.
Thank you much. Thank you very much, Jason.
Jonathan, have a great night. Again, tell the family we all said hello and congratulations on a really good, hard-fought, clean win for the city of
You guys
Jemison
have
Mayor.
a wonderful night. I appreciate it.
Thank you,
You
sir.
too. Thank you.
Bye.
Guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap up coverage for the evening, have a little bit of a discussion before we go. You're listening to Election Returns right here on Piper Peach Media. I'm Jason Green for Aaron Ellison. Back with more in a moment.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
And welcome back. Both of us checking messages from our phones, and a lot of excited people tonight in Jemison as well as Thorsby. Not just the excitement of Jonathan Varden winning mayor of the city of Jemison, but also for James Adams coming away in a runoff with Nalara Northcutt Holcomb, taking that runoff in the city council there, and then the Thorsby City Council as Trent Ray edges out Vicky Woodley Payton for that open council spot. So congratulations to everybody. And congratulations, because more or less, we'll say more or less, this was a series of clean runoffs and extended candidacies.
Yes, I agree, Jason. I I've watched all of these races. I've watched the race between Trent and Vicky and Thorsby, and it has been nothing but positive and focus on what their intentions was to do. You didn't see really any mudslinging there. The same with the council race in Jemison there. Just very, very, very clean for the most part in that.
From the mayoral standpoint, we heard a little bit here and there, some things, but by and large, I believe it was reined in, and that's a good thing.
It is. By and large, you're going in a mayoral race. You're going to hear things like that, and I tell people, in those situations, maybe not believe everything you hear, but the truth normally lies somewhere in the middle. But just by the nature of the mayoral seat there, you get a little bit here and there, and that's I think people's accustomed that there's going to be a little
bit of it. Always is, and most of the time when folks go back and realize what they've done, they'll regret it. Not saying that there's anything over the top that's been done, but
from my years of observing this, Jason, especially in small municipal races like this, it seems like an overwhelming majority of the time, the stuff that does get out, that gets a little bit in the weeds, really and truly of itself don't really even come from the candidate itself.
You're right.
It comes from different camps, supporters.
Erroneous information.
Going around, and a lot of, that disinformation we talk about gets put out there. And so a lot of times the candidate takes a bump on the nose for something that they don't even know about or wasn't even involved in. So, you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt there, and unless you hear it straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak, you just have to take it.
I think that covers a multitude of different elections, and moving forward, because next year is a really big election year. If you've got a question about something that was supposedly said, why don't you talk to the candidate themselves? By the way, these folks that live in Chilton County, you see them down at the grocery store. You pump gas next to them. You may even go to church with them. Just ask them. There's no reason to lie about anything. So that's a good way to clean up, not just these local ones, but all. Just go to the horse's mouth. Ask the question.
Absolutely.
Ask the question.
And by and large, most of us that are in public office, that is appreciated more than for you to be able to come and talk with us direct. I know just about all of our officials here in the county, and I can't think of one that if you needed something, that if you went and told them, hey, I need to talk with you, I need to ask you a question, 99.9% of the time they're going to talk with you and answer your questions, because it's like you said. We live together. We see each other. We see each other in church on Sunday. We see each other at the cafe, at the grocery store. Kids playing sports together. So that's just part of the community atmosphere there.
At the end of the day, there's something we need to remember: we're all still neighbors.
Yes, absolutely. And at the end of the day, even though we may have a difference of opinion on something, we're still community. We're still neighbors, and we need to act as such.
That's right, and that's for not. And I this is not just for a Jemison community. Please don't read that wrong. This is a public service announcement for every community, not just in Chilton County.
It's nationwide,
but across the state and around the country, that we can do better in terms of the way we treat each other during election season.
Correct.
Politics is no reason to try to destroy somebody.
The biggest thing, Jason, over the past few years, that I think the biggest lie that I would say that we bought into as the public by and large is that we can't disagree and like each other. And the truth of it is we can disagree, and we can amicably disagree. And at the end of the day, we can still call each other friends, and we can still have that neighborly relationship at the end of the day.
Well, I think that the funny part about politics, especially on a national level, if you look at the Senate, if you look at the House of Representatives, they'll call each other every name in the book on TV because they're trying to get They're trying to get viewership. They're trying to raise money. But behind the scenes, they calmly go about their business. The show is in public forum in front of everybody, but the work's done quietly, built on relationships behind the scenes.
It is, and I've learned a lot of that being on the Alabama Funeral Directors Association Executive Board the past few years and continuing to serve with that. I spend a week in D.C. every spring, and that is something that is absolutely obvious because you see what is portrayed on TV, and then we may go into a restaurant and you may see two senators or a group of congressmen eating together, and your initial reaction is, hey, they hate each other. But what they are doing is there is that relationship that transcends the political aspect of it, and that's where real progress comes from, is in those meetings and working together. And again, I think that's something that we've allowed the media to really distort over time. But yes, you can disagree amicably and still be friends and have dinner together at the end of the day.
We're noticing that on the stream that there are a lot of new folks that have joined. So let's go ahead. Thank you. Number one, thank you for dialing it in. But let's recap for you if you've not heard the returns. We'll start first in Thorsby, that council runoff between Trent Ray and Vicky Woodley Payton. Trent Ray is the new councilman in Thorsby, 79-42 vote count. In Jemison, the council seat that was up for grabs between James Adams and Nalara Northcutt Holcomb. James Adams is the new council person, winning that one 50-44. And in Jemison, a brand new mayor, it's Jonathan Varden, winning that runoff 304 to Rex Biddle's 265, a total of 39 votes separating the two, as Jonathan Varden tonight is declared the winner of the Jemison mayoral election.
Yeah, the new mayors here in the county and city councils will all be seated right around the 1st of November. There, they will take office and will begin their new administrations.
So we do know that Clanton has a new mayor as well. He won that one outright. Jeff Price will be taking office in November as the mayor of Clanton. Robert Height will be the mayor of Thorsby again. And, of course, Jonathan Varden will be the mayor of Jemison. And W.C. Hayes will be the mayor once again of Maplesville, the dean of local or area mayors. W.C. Hayes has been a fixture of that Maplesville community.
He's been around
for decades.
A long time there.
About as funny a human being as you'll ever find. Very, very much to the point, too.
Very much so.
Well, Aaron, we're about 20 minutes from the hour of 8 o'clock. We said we were going to be here till about 7:45, really thinking that we could get things wrapped up. Yep. And that's the way it appears to us. Just any final thoughts that you might have based on this local municipal election season and how things went? What surprised you? What didn't?
Well, I will say this. It's obvious in the results that there has been a particularly large turnout of younger voters this time. We see that in some of the city council races, and also, in some of the mayor's races as well. We've seen a very large turnout of younger voters, and that's a positive thing. Is seeing our young people get involved in the electorate process there. And I think, especially based upon what has happened in the past couple of weeks, I think we're going to continue to see that voter demographic grow and become more vocal and be more involved in the political spectrum, not just on the national level, but I think that's going to trickle down to both state and local levels. And I think with this is the first, and I think we're probably going to see that continue over the next couple of election cycles.
I think a lot of folks, both nationally and locally, are scared of the current generation and maybe the generation right before because they don't know how to handle them. But what I think that we're seeing from the trends, and basically what we're hearing, is that they want to know the truth. They may land on a ridiculous far left side because they're being indoctrinated. We know the Institutes of Higher Education are out of their minds. But we have seen what happens when you give them fact and then provable fact. It's not made up fact. It's not what I want to be fact. It's what the facts show. And when you show them the truth sets them free.
It does.
And I think that's probably what we've seen. I think these last two generations of young adults want to feel like they belong to something bigger than themselves and are going to leave the world better than they found it. And they just want to get it right, and they want to know that they're getting it right.
Right, Jason. We see, you see that there's a gravitational, especially between later millennials, Gen Z, and that now we're moving. Really, we're starting into the post Gen Z, demographic that's coming on board, and I think, and I've said it before, and I think kind of the biggest thing with them is authenticity. That, like you said, they want facts to support what they believe, and when they presented the facts, they want to gravitate to something that is authentic. And when you look at the values upon which this nation was founded upon, the ideals of our founding fathers, you can't get any more authentic than that. And I think that it's resonating. People are gravitating toward that. And like I said, we've seen it. And I don't mean to beat a dead drum here, but just with what we've seen the past 2 weeks, I think that has really energized that base, and I think we're going to continue to see them become more vocal, more active, and more participatory in elections. And I think we're eventually going to see this next generation start to, just like we have here with I know in Thorsby, I know Trent's young. I think you're going to start seeing more and more young people sitting in elected positions, and I think that's what we're going to see over this next election cycle, because even now, going into next year's midterm elections, some of the candidates that have already declared, I'm 39 years old, fixing to be 39 years old, and several candidates, even in state races and beyond, are significantly younger than I am. So I think we're seeing, we're going to continue to see that push.
Folks, we thank you for joining us tonight. Again, Trent Ray wins the runoff in Thorsby, the new councilman there. James Adams, the new councilman in Jemison, and Jonathan Varden, the winner for mayor in the city of Jemison. Aaron, that's going to do us for the night. Any final comments before we get out of here?
Just congratulations to tonight's winners, and also the ones that didn't come out on top. Thank you. Thank you for taking time out to want to serve your local municipality. And because I'm going to tell you, working a campaign is hard work, and these everyone whose name was on the ballot today worked hard. So thank you. Even though you might not have come out on top, thank you, and I encourage you to keep serving your city and municipality there.
And as you bow your heads and bend your knees tonight before you go to bed, make sure you thank God above for living in the United States of America, the land of the free and the home of the brave, because there's a lot of places in the world that would love to have the opportunity you exercise today in these runoff elections and in our general elections. So that'll do us tonight, Aaron. For Aaron Ellison and Baden Little, I'm Jason Green. Our time's up. We thank you for yours. Good night. God bless you, and God bless America.